Hello everyone, my name is Webweaver, and today I just wanted to quickly talk about and address what's going on with episode 595. So this was kind of a shock to me, because this doesn't normally happen, but in fact I think this is the first time I've uploaded a video like this, where there have been videos in the past where there was no World of Horror game audio. However, we've never had a video where there was no me audio, which is a little bit weird, and I don't really know what happened. I will admit this video was rushed for a few reasons that I actually talk about in the video itself. No, it was not a raid night or anything like that. More importantly, it was about clicking the placard. You know, we did that placard clicking a stream a while back, didn't get that house. And so, yeah, essentially the idea was that I needed to take a break because I've been clicking the damn thing for 8 hours, and I just needed a break. I needed to eat. I needed to record the episode, and so I did. And in the raw file, and in Adobe Premiere itself, you can actually see you can actually see the audio, and you can play the audio. Like, the problem with this game, though, is what's the reward for fighting a boss? Now, there was a period of time when I was editing the video where I accidentally hit a few keys on my keyboard, and what I originally assumed happened is that one of those keys muted the audio track. However, that's clearly not the case, because when I go back and I actually, like, play the video, you can clearly hear the audio. And while there are like 4 or 5 different ways to mute an audio track in a Premiere, none of those, I've checked the first 2, and more importantly, if you mute an audio track in Premiere, you can't hear it on playback to my knowledge, although I do just have a enthusiast's level of knowledge when it comes to Premiere Pro. Also, I haven't updated Premiere Pro recently. A new update came out. I don't know if this is perhaps a glitch. I'm looking at my versions right now. Both are at 22.1.2, so I don't think there would be anything specifically sus with that. But typically speaking, if you can hear it in Premiere Pro when you're editing, that should translate to the end product after you've finished encoding it, but that's clearly not the case here. So this is my 3rd time uploading the video, because what happened, initially I re-rendered it, and in order to make sure that it would get past YouTube's, that's one of the reasons why I'm recording this now, YouTube's policy of not being able to re-upload the same video twice, I added some changes. I added a GIF of a spinning Minecraft brick, which you might see on your screen at some point, and I also added a, like, blank video at the end to extend the length. And I rendered this, and it took about 50 minutes to render for some reason. I have no idea why. It shouldn't have, but it did. It took about 50 minutes to render, and after that was done, I then tried to upload it. Well, before uploading it, I checked the final product, and lo and behold, there was audio. And so I decided to upload it, and then I went back to clicking the placard. However, something very interesting that happened is that upon uploading the video, I checked it out, and I started watching it. Here's the thing, though. After the spinning brick GIF went away, I'm sure it's a coincidence, but after the spinning brick GIF went away, about like 20 seconds after, the audio stopped completely for the rest of the video, and I don't understand that at all, because again, if you go back to the file, you can hear the audio perfectly fine. So I don't understand that or anything like that. I don't get it. I genuinely don't know what happened. I did change my OBS settings recently, but nothing to do with audio. And again, like, the audio is perfectly fine in both the original footage and in the OBS, or not OBS, sorry, in the original footage and in the Adobe Premiere editing monitor, right? So it's completely fine, it's just absent when I render for some reason. So what I did here is I completely remade the video from scratch just using the raw file. Didn't hit any weird hotkeys this time, and so hopefully that works. So hopefully it works, hopefully you enjoy the video. There will be another episode today, even though, like, because yesterday, the episode was, like, you know, completely, like, it was just World of Horror sound effects, and I was completely vacant. That's technically the daily World of Horror, but I'm not gonna count this as the daily World of Horror, and the old one's gonna stay up, by the way. But this is gonna be, like, the, you know, hopefully the better episode. So, yes, thank you for the understanding, I do apologize. And there will be, this is hopium, there will be a video about Final Fantasy XIV housing soon, TM, because I have a lot to say. But yes, thank you so much for watching, and hopefully you enjoy the video, and hopefully, like, I'm gonna check the rendered file before I upload it. So if you're watching this, then that means that there's audio in at least most of the video, because I'll, like, skim through it, because it's pretty late and I don't want to stay up, like, super late, but I'll skim through the entire video just to make sure that there's at least voice clips for most of it. TM, hopium, copium? I don't know. It's almost 6 in the morning, so, you know, again, thanks for watching, and, yeah. Have a good one. Hello everybody, my name is Webweaver and welcome back to World of Horror. Listen, my soul has been drained. The life has left my eyes. I'm just chilling here. Listen, so I woke up today, I didn't have anything to do real life-wise, okay? I didn't have anything to do real life-wise, so I'm like, oh, this day is gonna be great. I'm gonna play some Final Fantasy XIV, my favorite game. And I'm like, you know, I might as well. We're gonna play Koigi. We're gonna play Koigi, yeah. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, well, you know, a couple of FC members were really hoping that we could get a garden started, so I guess I'll check to see if there's a house for sale, you know? I'll just check. I'll just do a little check to see. And there's a house. There's a house for sale. And I was like, oh, dear God. And worse, it's in Shirogane, the weeb housing, so people are like, you know, they really want that one. Lugoizo. Just so it'll be so good when we throw the brick through the mirror. I'm not even gonna look at the lighthouse, it doesn't matter. We'll remember our seconds, copium. But yeah, so it's like, we're just hanging out, and I'm like, oh God. You know, I need to click the freaking placard, don't I? And so, you know, I'm just clicking the placard, and somebody says they've been there for 5 hours. So, you know, that means it's about 7 hours until, assuming that they got there when the house demolished, probably about, you know, something or other. We didn't get any item here, that's painful. You know, assuming it's about, like, 7 hours. And so, you know, I'm clicking, and then I click through Prime Time, basically, like halfway through Prime Time, and I'm just like, I don't want to do it. Like, it's just really bad design, and honestly, waiting a month doesn't sound that bad anymore, because it's like, I've gotten good at clicking the placard, right? Like, even better and faster than the stream, if you can believe that. But it's just not fun, and I'd rather do, like, literally anything else in the game at that point. And, like, the worst part is that you just, like, it's something that you have to sit with, right? Like, you can't, like, there is no automation allowed for that process, which, you know, kind of makes sense, because they want everybody to be on the same playing field. This is awful, by the way, like, what the heck? And so it's like, we forgot to take the money, didn't we? That's fine. Here's what we're gonna do, alright? Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get a brick. We're gonna get a brick as a treat. And then, we'll just kind of go. We'll just kind of go. That sounds fine. Sounds fine by me. We'll listen to the man, get -5 Doom. Seems pretty nice. And I have a camera, by the way. We can, Okay, I forget, I forget which one. We'll inspect the photos closer. It's a perception check. Alright, it's time to act. Love to see it. But yeah, it's just not good game design, and it's just not very fun, and it's getting changed in, like, it's getting changed in, like, 4 weeks. So, I feel like, here's the thing. After the episode's done, if the house is still there, by the time I get back to it, by the time I log on again, it'll probably have been, like, another hour through prime time, so it'll only be, like, 1 hour left. So if the house is still there when I get back, you know, I'll click for 1 hour longer, because it is what it is, right? Like, you click for 8 hours, what's one more? But I think the worst part is that you just don't know what or when the prime time is, right? Like, if you knew when the prime time was, then you would be able to just kind of figure out when you needed to click. But unless you have somebody that's there when it gets demolished, you just can't know. And so, you know, for me, I thought the house was probably up overnight, and because there were, like, an established group of people who've been clicking there the whole time. And so, you know, I just, like, assumed, you know, I made the foolish error to assume. And I was like, oh yeah, I'll click for a few hours and see what happens. And of course, it's not even close to prime time. So at the point that I'm at, like, I mean, we could just be entering prime time now, right? Like, if they were there for 5 hours clicking at the start, then, you know, it is what it is. But that person's information has to be reliable, and then, you know, all a bunch of stuff. But I did, somebody that I know, they linked me to a Discord that has all the resources and stuff. And one of the things that they have is a calculator for determining when prime time actually is. And so, I think, ooh, hold on, that's not good at all. How dare you? Should just be able to do that. So 6, so I mean, we can kill, but it's a little obnoxious, honestly. And I mean, we could kill here. This is overkill, you know, by 3. But it is what it is, right? Like, we need to get a couple more bricks as a treat. Very good luck with the bricks, by the way. Like, okay, the best thing that I could probably, how I have it set up is that, like, imagine that the placard is this fish right here, right? And so you have to click around this fish. And so how I have it set up, so how it works normally is, say the fish's eye is the purchase button, right? So you hit the purchase button, and then there's a pop-up up where this blood splatter is. And you have to hit free company up there. So you'd move from the fish eye to the blood splatter and then back down to the fish eye, okay? It's not very good. But, well, actually, no, there would be another pop-up menu now that I think about it. It would be, like, around here. So you have to go like that, and then that, you know? However, you can, and if you try to move or drag the windows around, you can do that for the first time. But the problem is that, yeah, you moved it for that one attempt, but when you go back in, one of the windows will be reset, and it's really annoying. I will do a little journalism in the graveyard. You love to see it. Koichi coming in clutch. Some graveyard journalism. Don't mind if I do. It's pretty nice. So whoever's next, by the way, that's second enemy, and this is going to be second mystery, so that's pretty cool. We're going to go ahead and grab this. Hopefully pick up a compass. What's the best brick-throwing outfit? A lot of people might say Leather Rebel, but I think that's a little bit too cliche. Honestly, I feel like Reporter works a lot. Like, you gotta get into a building that's locked, you throw a brick through the window. It's his trusty journalism brick. But, yeah, no, actually, this is probably a good example. So you'd click here, and then you'd click here, and then you click there. Or depending on how the windows are, you'd do it like that. But with how I have it set up is I went into the scaling options, because you can scale window sizes. And so I have it to where all I have to do is click the button 3 times. But there's the hardcore strat, the Sweatlord strat, where you left click, right click, left click. Because when you first click, you have to either choose whether you want to buy it for your free company or for your personal house, right? And the free company / personal window can be right clicked, and it's a lot faster than left clicking. There's also the keyboard strats that people do. Honestly, I think keyboard strats are probably better, but for some reason, I just think they're a little clunky, and I just have the muscle memory of clicking, so it's too late for me. We'll do, I don't really want to, we're not going to get, I don't think we're going to get the chainsaw, right? Do I want to get the chainsaw? Not really. We could try. We'd have to go here, though, and just throw bricks at the guy. Yeah, that's fine. We're going a mystery late on the chainsaw, but that's okay. That's fine. We'll go ahead and sell the bandage. I'm not really concerned about anything in that department. There we go. Got the fuel. We do need a light source, though, so what I'm hoping happens is we get dabbed on with, like, jar of blood or something. I'd actually probably take Doom, to be honest with you, because I don't want to go down to 6, and I don't really want to go down to, you know, 8 either, but we can, yeah, that's fine. We can go down a little bit on the reason. I would really, yeah, I'd take 5% Doom, that's fine. Okay, so Apartment Stalker, listen, I just said I'd be fine with taking 5% Doom. I mean what I say, and I say what I mean, except when I don't. Except when it's, act friendly. That's fine, we didn't lose anything. That doesn't, like, it doesn't matter. Like, if you get through something and you don't take any damage, that's completely fine. Let's roll the dice. Love to see it. Koichi doesn't have the scar on his face anymore, but he's seen some shit. And listen, I've seen some shit. You see a lot of weird stuff that happens when you click a placard for that long. Like, you have people who cheerlead you. Like, there were people doing, like, a full line of Songbird emotes where they have, like, the glow sticks and they're waving them around. And then anybody who proved that they were a human and not a bot got doted on by a bunny girl. It was a weird experience. But at least they're not trying to be toxic, if that makes sense. Yeah, let's just read the letters. That's fine. We'll just do a little letter reading as a treat. So if we ever wanted to rest, now is the time. We have a couple of out-of-town mysteries. So, like, I'm genuinely thinking about it, but we gotta get, before we go there, we gotta get a couple of funds, so go ahead and pick up Wish for money, and then we're gonna go wish for some more money. Cursed Signs is completely fine. Go ahead and pick up a flashlight of any kind as a treat. I'm not gonna be particularly picky, they both cost the same amount. And we might as well just, yeah, just in case me. Like, in case we want to do 4 damage, then swap to the brick. Because we could probably do 8 damage. This is, you lose the game, so we'll just go ahead and not do that. Yeah, because we could probably, question mark. I mean, 82 is not bad, okay? So we'll go ahead and do that. Give me the brick, throw the brick. Now, of course, this is gonna be a little bit, sketchy. Yeah. Oh, actually, hold on. Let's not, get crazy here. Let's just guarantee he's dead. That works for me. That should work for you. And then we have, like, we're walking right into a chainsaw, so it's all good. So, Apartment Stalker and, Arms is our seconds. Which is important to remember, maybe. Asterisk? Question mark? Go ahead and give me the heavy-duty flashlight. We haven't gone for a chainsaw build in a while. Koichi's a great chainsaw build. Also, hold on. Can I just look at that log real quick? Okay, yeah, we were doing 9 damage. That's very important. If we didn't have improvise, we wouldn't have been able to do that as cleanly as we did. So the math worked out in our favor, which is actually really nice. Now, this is a knowledge check. Well, we'll go ahead and take the stamina, that's fine. Or we'll just roll a 1 on our luck check, that's fine as well. We can go here, because she'll actually move without us. We don't need to stay with her in the forest. Because no matter what, she always ends up there. Can we fight the boss? I don't know, actually. I would be very... I mean, I guess maybe we could, like, throw. I don't know, like... I don't really feel like there's a reason to fight the boss, right? Like, we should just get the painting. Because if Emmy did what she said she did, or what she says she does, then she'd actually be really good, but, you know... okay, we'll do this, we'll run it like this, just because... I feel like it's kind of sus. Like, we'll help her catalog the art. Ooh, this is one reason, though, but no, we're not gonna do that. The 3 Doom is really powerful. Like, -3 Doom means that resting once only gets us +2 Doom in the grand scheme of things. So, I mean, that's just beautiful. Right off the bat, that's just beautiful. So, I don't think she's weak to sharp, so this doesn't really do anything, so we should brace for impact for sure. And if we can attack twice, I'll probably just do that. We can attack and boost once, that's crazy. Yeah, they're not weak to that, so I'm glad I didn't, we'll just do a casual 14 damage, don't worry about it. A casual 14 damage with a 100% chance to hit? Ooh, boy. Now, unfortunately, you know, there's no, Was it Vigil that we had? I'm trying to remember. I do not. I'm drawing a blank here. We'll go ahead and do... I kind of want to do Outdoorsman, honestly, because I don't think we're going to go to the village at all. Yeah, we'll go ahead and go Outdoorsman. And plus, like, 7 luck is pretty good. Like, I'm not going to complain about 7 luck. Now, do we want to fight the boss? I mean, we can do 20 damage in a turn. That's honestly not bad. Like, I just think that... Like, the problem with this game, though, is what's the reward for fighting a boss? An ally that doesn't exist, and EXP. And even if Emmy did exist, or Ami, I don't know how to pronounce her name, or Imai? I'm not even gonna try. I think it's, although I think I'm getting kind of, like, I'm closer with Emi than I was with Emmy, but, anyways, it's not relevant for what we're doing right now, which is, trying to not die, and trying to win. I feel like we could kill the boss for sure, but, I mean, we can try it. Like, we can try it, but, you know, it is what it is. Ooh, that's bad. That's terrible, actually. This is a reason enemy, man. That's not good. So, we'll go ahead and brace for impact, and we'll Desperation next turn. And we're throwing this, like, 100% we're throwing that. Like, I do not care. That's terrible. That's, that's you lose the game territory. Hold on. Or is it? Hold on. Oh, no, you're really gonna make me gamble at all? Oh, come on, dude, come on. Oh, thank God, alright. And just for the record, we got the +1 reason from Tireless, not Emmy. Just so you know. Just so that we're crystal perfectly clear over here. We would have gotten +2 if she worked, as she said she did. This is bad, by the way. Like, I don't like either of these things. Like, I think they're both terrible. I guess we'll do Wordless Ward? Yeah, because we could maybe get art knowledge before we go to the school. We will use rest strats, even with Goizo, I think. I think this is Reason, right? Like, this is just Reason? So, we'll, yeah, that's the stamina one. That's what we wanted to happen. I still can't believe the, like, friend getting surgery is, like, literally is literally just, the endless art that we've known for so long. I don't care about exposed ribs, that's fine. Now, if he healed curses, like, if he was one of the only ways in the game to heal curses, I would love that. Okay, this is bad. So, I have a question for you. This is 5, by the way, so we can do, we should be able to do it like this. How much have you ever lost on a coin toss? Beautiful. Oh, she was weak to sharp, excuse me? Anyways, we are going to rest, which is kind of scary. That's fine. That's fine. We have Hermit, that's fine. Just don't take reason damage, okay? Just don't take reason damage. Okay, so this is something that we can guarantee, right? Because we can just do like that. Yeah, no. Like, that's overkill, which is funny, but... We are vibing, we are having a good time. Assume the worst, branded like cattle. We're gonna need to use Hermit, okay? I would like to use Hermit. That's painful, but that's why we didn't use Hermit, because we might have died. Thank God for that, we got 7 luck. I've heard that's actually a threshold. Like, you just automatically pass that if you have a certain amount of luck. But I don't think that's been tested, that's just the hypothesis. Love to see it. Absolutely beautiful, love to see it. 5 damage per throw. Ooh, that's great. And by that I mean we're just improvising new ways to store and transport copious amounts of recycling and trash through the hospital quickly and in a sanitary manner. I think I'll like take one. I'll take one for the road. But why is a branch here? That's a little unbelievable. Okay, so I almost want to do deduction, honestly. Like, I almost want to just do deduction and then reason. That sounds good. And then we'll just use Hermit, because, you know, we might become paranoid at any moment, at any time. So, he's a stamina-only enemy. And listen, we could have, yes, we could have stocked up on everything to just kill him in a single turn. True. But, you know, we're not going to cheese the whole game, right? Like... 95-95. We will throw Broken Bottle, though. And then there we go. We should be... Oh, that's... hold on, we can actually just prep, right? We should be able to just do that? Yeah. Very nice. We didn't even need a Desperation. Like, we're going on the boss killing route. Too bad there's not a boss in School Scissors on Timeline B, huh? And by that I mean thank God for that. I would rather not do B to B boss rushes, even with the freaking chainsaw. But it is nice to have, like... I mean, listen, it's important to know that even though... Ooh. Oh my. This is actually... very difficult. This is a very difficult choice to make. Because the enemy does reason damage. She does a lot of reason damage. It's just, do we think we'll be able to kill her in one turn? With, like, severing, throwing maybe both the camera and the wooden bat? I think we just gotta take the L here, honestly. I don't like it, but we should be able to make it to the level up, I hope. I don't even know. That's great. Thank you, Father Yasugi. I don't know why you're visiting the school, but thank you regardless. Okay, we'd like to fail this. We would love to fail this. Try to sneak. You piece. You absolute piece. Koichi, he's the sneakiest journalist in the land, even though he's got a freaking revved chainsaw ready to go. I think this is the stamina one, because it's like stamina is the left option. Or the stamina is the right option, I should say, and then reason is the... Like, yes, the option on the left was perception, but I'm not going to risk that in this scenario. Now we'll just go ahead and do this. That's a pretty good default, by the way. 20 damage is kind of cracked. Lump of Flesh is really nice, by the way. Now, here's where it kind of gets a little bit sketchy, because we're not going to level up until we know what the lighthouse is, alright? I'm going to tell you that right now, and we'll just leave it at default. We won't mess with it. But, you know, we don't really have... Ooh, I mean, this doesn't matter. I'm not paying attention. I'm not paying attention at all. It doesn't matter. There are no ghosts in the lighthouse copium. Oh god, that would be terrifying. Like, I don't know, like, I don't know if Fanstash watches any of these videos. I would hope not, because this is a, you know, I don't really know anything, and I'm just, like, a guy. but if there was any random idea I threw out there into the ether that got put into the game, please don't let it be a ghost in the lighthouse. Don't level up. Don't level up. We have a lump of flesh, so I don't care about that. I'm just gonna put a point into reason in case we have both light source and charisma. Okay, what do we got here? So we do have both light source and charisma. I saw that immediately, but do we have Heart of Darkness? We do. Okay, so we are taking -6 reason. That's a good save. We're also taking -9 stamina. And second enemy, which is Apartment Stalker. That's not a big deal. Okay, so we're safe on the reason area, and also we've got Lump of Flesh, so it doesn't really matter anyways. So, but we'll go ahead and take Strength, just as a treat, I guess, and, I don't know, Reporter's Bag to crash the game? I guess. Oh yeah, we just left the freaking zone, by the way. Let me enter the lighthouse, please. So, you know, as long as I eat the lump of flesh, we're not gonna die. So that's pretty nice. I mean, honestly, you could rest as well. Like, if you're worried about it, you could rest for sure. But the lighthouse can only do, 6 reason. Okay, so as long as you have 7, and you don't have any, like, injury or thing that will lower your reason externally, as long as you have 7 reason, you cannot die in the lighthouse itself. So, you know, I would think of, like, Insomnia, right? Like, you get -1 reason from fighting Takashi, or you get -2 reason before going into the thing, and you know what I'm saying? Right? Like, there's a bunch of things, basically mostly Insomnia, that if you had 7 reason, it could kind of screw you over a little bit. But as long as you have, so if you have Insomnia in the lighthouse, then you need a maximum of 8 so that you can survive the -1 from Takashi. Because you'd be taking 7 in that scenario. So yeah, the most the lighthouse can do, off the top of my head, in the entire game is 7, because there's only 1 enemy in the lighthouse. And so if you have 8 reason going into the lighthouse, you should live from reason damage at least 100% of the time. But without Insomnia being taken into account, the most it can do is 6. So being at 7 is normally safe. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. My name's Webweaver. Have a good one. Stay safe out there. I'm gonna go eat food. Goodbye.